Welcome to another Techstination interview. I'm Fred Fishkin. The Future of Work, Productive Anywhere. That's the title of a new global study from Accenture. And joining us is Senior Managing Director Christie Smith, Global Lead of Talent and Organization at Human Potential. Thanks for joining us, Christie.
It's a pleasure to be with you, Fred.
Well, the pandemic changed a lot of things about our work environment. So tell us about this study and what you looked at.
What we wanted to do is not just answer the question of where do people want to work. We wanted to answer the question of how can people unleash their own human potential and thrive and be productive anywhere. And so what we did is interview over 9,000 respondents and employees to find out what is being productive anywhere really mean for them and what resources do they need to feel successful.
So what did you learn?
What we learned is that people really enjoy, Fred, this hybrid working. They like working from home, having autonomy in their jobs. 83% of respondents said that they want to work in a hybrid model. And of those 85% said that they would likely stay with the companies that they're with if they could remain in a be productive anywhere environment. That's pretty astonishing in our minds, given the war from talent that we're seeing.
It seems that a lot of companies may have dabbled in allowing some people to work from home now and then and such. The pandemic changed everything, forced all the companies to have just about everybody working remotely. And I guess coming out of it, the question that many of us have is how much of this change is lasting? Are companies going to be requiring everybody to come back in?
I think it's a great question, Fred, and certainly what my clients are asking on a daily basis. I think that companies are really in a position of understanding that employees do like the opportunity to manage their own schedules and to be productive anywhere. And so this hybrid model seems to be taking hold with most of the clients that I'm speaking with. And that truly is what the employees that we surveyed said that they wanted. So the requirement for companies, given that, is what they've been doing for the last 18 months. And that's coming up with digital capabilities, a foundation in technology where their employees can feel successful.
What advantages have companies maybe surprisingly found in this new environment?
Yeah, great question. So what we found was that those companies who have already prepared their organization for production anywhere are 63% more, have 63% more growth than companies who haven't. So there's a real economic advantage here for individuals and companies to work in this remote way.
And when it comes to the future, I've been reading, I guess anecdotally, I'm not sure how much of it is based on real data, that a lot of people are quitting, leaving jobs that to search around because they want to keep working from home as much as possible. Do you think there's much truth to that?
I absolutely think that there's truth to that. What we found is that 1 in 4 workers, if they don't have a productive anywhere opportunity, will actually leave the workplace. So certainly we see that employees have a lot of power today, and they understand their worth with regards to their skills and how attractive that is. So they are choosing to work in environments where they feel that they can fit their work into their lives.
Are there differences that you found between different age groups?
There sure are. Surprisingly, what we found was that Gen Zs and early millennials want to get back to work. They want to be able to have an opportunity to not only network with their colleagues, but also to get mentorship and sponsorship from those who are more seasoned in the workplace. And then on the flip side of that, the boomers actually really want to remain in this hybrid model, which we found pretty exciting and interesting all at the same time.
Kids are out of the house, might as well stay home.
Yes, exactly.
So if we boil this down and you had to summarize and tell your clients what it is that they should know about the work environment today and going forward, what do you tell them?
Well, I tell them this every day, that they need to prepare for a productive anywhere workplace. And that means that they need to do a number of things. One, become more agile. Number two, provide intelligence with regards to data and analytics of the productivity of their employees. And number three, provide their employees with the foundation and digital capability and digital agility in order to do their jobs and feel that they're reaching their own potential.
Does that mean improving the internet capabilities in the home environment, for instance, or computing equipment as well?
Yeah, I think that that's a really interesting question. And the answer is yes, and. Employees, or employers rather, need to provide their employees with collaborative tools, with digital capabilities, with the basics of technology within their home, so that they can certainly be productive and efficient in the work that they do. What we've seen is a plethora of great connectivity tools and software programs that have come up in the last 18 months to really help employees and employers be more productive and efficient and collaborate in a much more useful way for work.
I imagine, if I'm putting myself in the position of owning a company with lots of employees, and if I look at the situation and say, okay, you can work from home, I'm thinking, well, I can save a lot of money on office space. But if it's a hybrid environment, maybe not, because they might be in and out. So tell me what I should know.
Well, I think it's unique to each company and to the industry that they're in and to the consumers that they're serving. But most companies that I have been working with are not giving up on their real estate. They are really trying to meet the demands of their employees of a hybrid model so that they can help those millennials that we talked about and those Gen Zs show up at the office and be productive. But they're showing up at the office with purpose, and that is not to sit in their cubicles or in their offices to do email, but rather to come in with a purpose of teaming and collaborating around certain work that needs to get done. So intentionality is something that I think is critically important for managers and leaders to provide their employees when they're thinking about bringing people back into the office.
And maybe not expanding office space as much as they perhaps had earlier planned.
I definitely think that that's on hold for most companies, and they're thinking through those strategies for themselves every day.
Very interesting. For more information, where can people go?
Well, thank you for asking. Go to Accenture.com and search on talent and organization, and you will find the full report there.
Christie Smith, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thanks, Fred.